Hi guys, Oakii here. Newtype Challenge 2 is finally upon us. I woke up early in the morning and headed straight from my game store. I just released a video on my 7 best tips on winning a big tournament, so please check it out if you guys are interested in optimizing your plays. On my way to the Newtype Challenge. Hopefully I'm putting the tips into good use. I'm so sleepy right now and I feel like dying, but it'll be okay. Hopefully I get to win some packs and bring you and make you guys proud, so we'll see you guys there. Bye bye. I decided to join the dark side and play blue-green aggro. I ended up losing 2 games and missed out on top 4. However, one of my buddies from locals ended up winning first place and took home the grand prize. I thought you guys would appreciate his deck profile and hearing about how he made his way to the top. Let's get straight into it. Oh, I thought it was the first question. That was the first question, right? Good point. Sam, congratulations! Congratulations, Sam, on winning the Newtype Challenge. So how does it feel?
It feels great. It was unfortunate I couldn't win the first Newtype Challenge. I did try 5 times before and I went 3 and 2 with all of them. So, feels real bad. And the people I teach, they all won and did better. And I was like, man, this feels like the sensitive disciple thing all over again. But I did high roll now, so I feels great.
So happy that you won. What was the most stressful or pivotal moment of the entire tournament?
The most pivotal point was actually game 3 before I went into the final round, because I had a bad opener where I was not able to play out my units fast enough and they were setting up blockers. But unfortunately for them, they skipped a turn without playing a blocker, so it helped me stabilize a little bit because it drew a fatal strike.
That's true.
And then from there on, I took back the wheel and closed it out.
Nice. Wow. I hate playing against blockers. Which matchup were you most nervous about facing?
Most nervous, I would say the final match for sure, because there's a little grudge between me and the finalist. Whenever we're in a finals battle, he usually actually wins. But when it doesn't matter, he always loses. So I was kind of concerned. But luckily I pulled out through, so thank goodness for that.
Yay!
And I played blue-purple, and I'm going to go over the list here for you. So I start off with 4 gun tanks, the staple for blue. We have 4 grays, and we have 4 gems, so 12 level 2s. Pretty standard for blue-purple. Some lists also run 2 heat decks to get up to another 10, but I do not run them. Going into the level 3s, we have 3 Barbatos first form. This would be out of 4, but I only own 3. Then following that, we have 2 Resolves and 2 Current. You can just do one, all of them, but I want to do the split. Following that, continuing with the ping string, I'm doing 4 Anxas. Some lists do 3, but I just want to have more access to this. And following that, the standard, we have 4 Grandpas. Pretty standard. You would be running 4 Armoros with it as well. And to top off the units, we're only doing 4 rebates. So there is no Barbatos suppression in this deck. I feel if you're waiting to get to level 6 to do that effect, you're not playing blue-purple rush. You're playing a more mid-rangey style. So I kept it a little bit low, and this is just my defensive front. Following that, the standard pilots, 4 Amuro and 4 Mika. Following that, for the commands, I run a 1-of with Iron and Blood. This one would be subbed out from the 4th copy if needed, but this came in clutch for one of my units to be pumped up to 5 to crack a base. So I'm kind of sold on keeping 1 copy. Following that, we have 4 Fatal Strikes because there's a lot of white blockers, so I need to survive. We have 2 Show Resolves just to force some consistency, and then finally 4 bases. Corsica, classic. Since the aggro builds, I do Corsica. If you're doing more mid-rangey, I would switch it to Nahal Argama for the rest 3 HP or less, and if it was more blocker dominant. But this is what won me my Newtype Challenge for 4-0 record. Poggers.
Guys, aren't these winner cards absolutely gorgeous? Watch until the end to see how to pilot this deck, how to tailor your playstyle against different matchups, and what upgrades our winner is making to their deck for the future meta. So we see that you ran blue-purple today. Like, what was the key philosophy behind your build?
My build, I was fortunate enough to know it was a legal deck. I actually did not know the consistency of my deck before I came to the event. Luckily, there's no proxies, and I made the choice when I made this deck was at the first week of GDO2, so it wasn't running the starter deck Barbatos for suppression, and I was running 4 copies of Rebake instead, which was very clutch for that extra ping. And then running 4 Fatal Strikes was actually very helpful to even just finding 1 copy, because I went 2 games without seeing it. Luckily the game I did see it against was the blocker deck, which was round 3, and I just needed the 1 to salvage my situation.
Nice. Is there a specific card included I feel is heavily underrated? I guess the...
Underrated?
Yeah.
I would say... Resells in a sense. I don't think it's underrated, but the deck space is so tight for what you're trying to do. But it's depending on your meta. It was more apparent I needed it in my deck if there was more blockers and aggro metas. Because we have a lot of Liftworth enjoyers and Cindric Diaz, so I'd rather get the 1-for-1 trade or run it over and they won't trade. But knowing our location, we usually have a lot of aggro players, so blue-green, 1-year war, or maybe even blue-white, or other stuff. So I was happy the results came in clutch, especially with the +1 attack from Grandpa and Amuro.
I agree. So every great deck has a clutch card. Which card did you rely on consistently to secure a late game victory?
Surprisingly, it was not Amuro. It would be, it's number 1 clutch for sure. However, I had Mika doing most of the work. It was the 1 ping actually mattered in a lot of situations where I was losing because my board is weaker because I'm running more 2/2s. And I wasn't finding my resells. So with Guntank and Angsha and then Mika, it was always getting to that 5 HP, 5 attack threshold with Angsha and Mika combos. So I can clear the base while clearing board at the same time. So Mika was more clutch than Amuro. And then I would say my runner-up was definitely Corsica base. There's one time I hit from life out of the whole day, out of 4 rounds. And just spawning the 2 tokens was driving the thing in my favor for the opponent having to do something or they lose the next turn.
Wow. I love the Corsica base as well. Oakii wants to thank you for watching all the way until here. If you're new to the channel, I do content on everything Gundam, including Gundam card game, Gunpla, and more. If you love Gundam like me, please consider subscribing. So when you sat down for your first match, what was like your ideal Newtype hand, your perfect opening hand?
My opening hand, because I would prefer going first, and I know most people love to go second, I was hoping to get at least 1 Grazer GM in hand with a Guntank, followed by a Corsica base, and then Amuro. I don't even need to see Grandpa. Just one of the pilots would have been fine. And if I somehow open instead of Guntank 2 level 2s, that would be fine with me too, so I could go even more aggressive.
Wow. What was the single hardest pilot or unit card for your deck to deal with today?
To deal with? I would say almost nothing because I finished them off before they got there. But there was a situation, it was actually also game 3, which obviously the blocker deck, they had a massive aerial rebuild out from GDO2, rare. I didn't have an answer for it. So I was hoping to get more wider by putting out more bodies and not swinging, and then finish them off in 1 fell swoop, which worked out in my favor because it didn't have any triggers from their life.
Wow. You did really, really well.
Thank goodness.
Are there any changes you would make to your deck?
Yes. I'm not too sure how I would slot it in, but I definitely want to increase my Barbatos first form to 4 copies rather than 3. I'm considering dropping a Rizel or a Hyakurin, or I'm dropping the 1 of command with Iron and Blood. But as of right now, I'm still tinkering around with it.
So right now, if your deck were to go into the popular matchups like Wing and then also blue-green and blue-white or red-white, like which deck do you think you have the hardest time against?
Red-white for sure, because they both have blockers and ping, which would be problematic for this deck since it also does self-damage. I would say green-white would be a problem if they play on curve. And I don't see Fatal Strikes to stop their blockers. at least one turn to slow them down. Otherwise, it would be a little rough for me to get over them and they get their wings zero. Clear board.
As soon as I see like 3 blockers on board, I feel like I'm screwed, essentially.
I'm usually fine in that situation, depending if I have a lot of Mikas, Angshas, or gun tanks. Because if they block, I can ping them with my units by playing out more. So I'm essentially replacing my board. The only real issue for me is wing zero if they actually do play it by their turn 5 or 6 after their ramp. And they just clear my whole board and I have no hand to work with afterwards.
That's true. Okay, so congratulations again on winning. We're very happy. So a little more like fun questions. These are like not really TCG related, but let's see. If you could jump into the cockpit of any mobile suit from the game, which one would it be and why?
Anything?
Yeah, any Gundam.
Blitz Gundam because it has stealth mode. I would love to do some shenanigans.
Wow. Super personality. Super personality.
Let me sneak in, you know.
Who's your favorite Gundam character of all time?
Alex Dino.
Oh, okay. Wow, interesting. That's not very like, you know, it's not a popular character per se. That's Atherin? He said Alex Dino.
Alex Dino is Atherin.
What the heck? Okay, outside of the powerful promotional cards you just won, which card in the game has the best art in your opinion?
Best art?
Yes.
There's only 2 that I consider the best art. Beta alt art for Wing, and then the beta, and then the alt art for Fusion Rebake, which also has a similar style.
I realized that. That's my favorite too, actually. How do you plan on celebrating your Newtype challenge victory?
Selling this Newtype card and then hopefully winning another one.
Oh, nice. Are you going to be attending the other Newtype challenges?
I'm gonna try.
Okay. Did you sign up?
I'm on the wait list on some of them.
Okay.
And then some were successful, but you have to secure a ticket to get.
I see. Okay. Thank you so much, then.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That was a great interview. Bye, guys. Hope you enjoyed that.